Hello guys, hello everyone, good evening. Welcome you two babies to the live session of revision of paper 1. Good evening, yes, hello, good evening. Yes, Angini, you are the first one to give me good evening. Yes, good evening. Hello. Yes, Anjan, good evening. Lokesh, good evening. I have a message from the Hidden Literature Science World. Aparna, Anna, hello, good evening. I'm very fine, yes. Doing good. How are you doing? How is your studies going on? It's just 15 days for the exam now. Not just 15, like 2 weeks. Okay, 14 days for the exam now. 27th afternoon shift, you are having the exam, right? So are you all prepared for the paper 1 and paper 2? How is the preparation going on? Paper 1, like we are having revisions by the YouTube, like from the YouTube and all. Like the next week also we'll be having revisions, and we'll be having marathon revisions like last time what we had continuous, maybe like 4 hours of marathon revision of paper 1 and paper 2 too. So paper 1, all aspirants of UGC net, you can share the video and then let them also learn. Last time, like by watching that video, so many cracked. Many of them cracked PhD net and all, like because like they watched, they revised to the YouTube and all. Yes, going with the flow. Very good, very good. Yes, good evening, everyone. So can we go on to a revision with the like? Usually I do a topic wise or a unit wise revision. Today I planned like okay, as it is, exams are coming up, as a holistic approach or an overall revision we will go with. So I have tested some of the topics, like if at all, if some of the topics are missed out, we will do it in the next week. Okay, so no problem. So learn with the revision questions. Can we start one by one? Are you ready? So like maybe like mathematical reasoning will be coming. So be ready with your pen, paper, everything, and ready to answer. I need the answers from everyone. Okay, chat and like extra knowledge and extra things. I'll also tell to you what it is when it is related with a question. Okay. So when I ask a question, suddenly answer. Fine. Okay. So can we move on to the question? Right. First one. Question from teaching aptitude. If taught on memory level of teaching, the students get tremendous power for acquisition of factual information, generalized insight, problem solving abilities. So what do you think? Is it only B, only A and B, and B and C? If taught on memory level of teaching, the students get tremendous power for acquisition of which of them? Factual information, generalized insight, problem solving abilities. Which of them? Like memory level, like level of teaching, there are 3 levels of teaching. Suddenly, I will tell you the things like memory level, understanding level, reflective level. Okay. So in memory level, that is a basic level of teaching. What we have, like just what we have, what we recall and all. So what is your answers, guys? Yes, 3, 2, 4. You get. You think that they get problem solving abilities? They get generalized insight, factual information. Okay, we'll go with the answer now, guys. It's only be generalized insight only, not with the factual information they will have. Okay, they won't be having factual information. They will be having only generalized insight, not problem solving abilities. Obviously, problem solving abilities will be in the reflective level, not in the understanding level, and two in the memory level. The memory level of teaching, they get a generalized insight. That means just an, for example, like when they learn months of an year, they just get like January, February, March, like that. Not a factual information to how it is like that, how it is coming like that. Okay, so just a generalized insight. Factual information is there. Information they are getting only in the understanding level of teaching. That is in the next level. Clear? Okay, that is only B. Next question. The child who reads the word left as felt falls in which category of learning disability? So it is a learning disability. The child who reads the word left. So left is written, but the child is reading it as felt. So which is the category of learning disability it is? Is it dysgraphia? Is it dyscalculia? Is it dyspraxia? Or is it dyslexia? So we need to study the learning disabilities in the teaching aptitude unit. It's very important. Learning disabilities are very important. So types of learning disabilities are discussed here. Dysgraphia, dyscalculia, dyspraxia, dyslexia. Which is the option, guys? Yes. For answering four. Okay. Some threes are also there. Okay. Let me go one by one. What do you mean by dysgraphia? What do you mean by dysgraphia? Dysgraphia. Okay, it's a learning disability which is associated with the writing. The child is, or the children are affected with the dysgraphia, not able to write properly. Like means they are not, like they cannot write properly. That is what, like dysgraphia. Dyscalculia is associated with the mathematical calculations and all. Okay. Basically they can read numbers, or like they can do calculations like that. That is dyscalculia. And dyspraxia is with the movement. It means like they cannot read with good movements, like they will fall, maybe like they can't stand, they cannot walk properly. That is dyspraxia. Okay. So coming to dyslexia, it is what we have. It is a reading disability, like they cannot read properly. So that answer is dyslexia. Here it is. Okay. It's dyslexia. Yes, good. So that's dyslexia. Going to the next one, guys. A sampling technique where the research participants nominate other participants for a test or a study. I told you, every time I do the revisions, every time I do the research aptitude revisions or YouTube live sessions, I'll tell you that I used to tell you that sampling, it's very important. A short part from the research aptitude. Okay. So here the research participants nominate the participants for a test or study. So one, maybe like if I am a research participant, or if I am a research like a sample, I nominate other samples. So what is that? Is it snowball? Is it deliberate? Is it symbol random, or is it stratified? Very easy one. Yes. Everybody, you're telling the right answer. Good. I'm very happy with that. I'm very happy with that because you are learning and you got something from the YouTube live session. That's what. So sampling is very easy for you now. It's snowball sampling only. Okay. So whenever participant it's nominating other one, that's it. It's also called chain referral sampling. Okay. Snowball sampling is also called chain referral sampling. The other names for sampling can be asked. The last time, January 2025, there was a question. What is the other name for deliberate sampling? So two, deliberate sampling. What is deliberate sampling? What is deliberate sampling? What is deliberate sampling? It is the other name for purposive sampling. Okay. It is the other name for purposive sampling. Simple random sampling, you know, like it's just selecting randomly, stratified, dividing into groups or stratas, and then selecting from all the groups. Okay. That is what you call a stratified sampling. Okay. So going to the next one. In which of the following research method an empirico-inductive paradigm is employed? Empirical means like collecting the what the observations from the real world and then using the inductive method. What do you mean by inductive method? From general to particular. Okay, from general to particular. So collecting all those from the reality or the observations from the real world and then using inductive paradigm. Which of them it is employed? In which of the research? Ethnographic, case study, ex post facto, narrative, and experimental. Ethnographic, case study, ex post facto, narrative, and experimental. Yes. Answers, guys. Your answers. It's a very tricky question. Like you should think of empirical inductive means I told you already. Collecting observations or collecting real life or reality X observations, and then an inductive approach of research is done or paradigm is done. What is that? In which of the research it is done? Ethnographic. What do you mean by ethnographic research? It is related with the culture, the study of the cultures and all. Like maybe if you're studying of a tribal group, it is an ethnographic research. So whether there is an empirical inductive paradigm is employed in ethnographic research. So if it is there, you can go with the options which have A in that. So A, B, C is there, A, B, and D is there. Which one you will go with? The options. Case study, you think it is there. Very good. Okay. So then B, though you can go with the options which are which there is A, B. I think it's obviously A also will be there because ethnographic. We are collecting the observations from the real world. Okay. Because you are studying about a culture, ethnographic research. So the answer here is A, B, and D. 3 is the option because narrative method or narrative research is also having an empirico-inductive paradigm. Clear? Yes. Going with the next question. The correct sequence of the following steps in the communication process. Obviously, question from the communication. Very basic question. Decoding, feedback, encoding, transmission. So which of the options that you think that will be the correct answer? Is it A, B, C, D? That means is it decoding first? Or is it feedback first? No, obviously not. So you can easily cancel that option. Feedback will be at the end, right? Or feedback in the middle, like in the after the third process. Where it is that? Is it 3? Is it 4? You can obviously cancel 2. Why? Because it's feedback. It's not in the initial step or of communication. Answers A, B, C, D. Like is it A, B, C, D, or like is it 3? Are you telling? So C, encoding is the first one. So that is a key term or that's a key word that you can have. If it is encoding the first one, go with the option that is starting with C. Only there is one option that is 3. Then go with the option 3. That will be the correct answer. So encoding is the first step in communication. Then with the decoding, and then then with the transmission, then decoding, and then feedback is provided. So encoding, then the transmission, and then decoding, and then comes the feedback. So every time the feedback, every time it's at the last step. So you can eliminate options or like you can choose options like that. Okay, it's how you go with the options. I have every time I will tell you that an exam like net, it's a competitive exam like net, you cannot read the question and finalize the answer and go to the options. Okay, every time it won't be possible. Read the question twice or thrice, finalize with the like you have a answer in your mind, and then go with the options and relate with the options and then finalize. Okay. Classroom communication barriers can include all except. Okay, read the question thrice. It's very important because read like according to the question only you should go with the answers because like you can have the key terms there. Here except is there. So classroom communication barriers can include what all? Except what? So except is the answer. Except is the answer. So is it cultural differences or is it active listening or is it psychological noise or is it language differences? Which of them, guys? Which of them? You think it is 2? Active listening? Everybody going with the right answer, I think. Some of you is telling that it's cultural difference. Okay, let us check the answer. It's active listening only because like active listening is not a classroom communication barrier. From the question, you should have an idea that you should select the option which is not a classroom communication barrier or it is not a communication barrier. Active listening is not a barrier. Clear. Cultural differences can be a barrier. Psychological noise, language differences also can be a communication barrier there, obviously. Okay, so the active listening is the option there. Next one. Yeah, there is a maths question for you. A man spends 65% of his income. His income increases by 20% and his expenditure also increases by 10%. The percentage of increase in his savings is. Guys, these types of questions, you don't have any quantity or number associated with the question. The income is like everything is given in the percentage part, right? So what we can do to increase, what we can do to do this question, right? There is a unitary method you can implement in this, and you can take the income of the person as 100. Okay, income let it be 100. Income let it be 100. You can take it as 100, and don't think that like I have a special concern to 100. Or why can't you take 50? You can take 50 also, 10 also, 1,000 also. Any number you can take. Okay, the answer will be the same as it is percentage. Unitary method it is. So income is 100 and the expenditure spends 65%. Okay. So expenditure, obviously it will be 65% of 100. It will be 65. And what will be the savings? Income minus expenditure. The savings at the first case will be 35. Let it be there. And now his income increases by 20%. So this is the case 1 I have. Now coming to the case 2, his income increases by 20. Increases by 20 means what happened? 120% is increasing. So it is 120. How you got? It is 120 by 100. 120 by 100 into 100. That means increase of 20% means it is 120%. Okay. So 120% of 100, it is actually equal to 120. You can cancel those 100 and 120 will be the answer. And 10% in like expenditure is increases to 10%. Okay. So increasing of 10% means it will become 110%, right? So 110% of 65, 110 by 100 into 65. Okay. 110 by 100 into 65. Otherwise, you can find 65, what 10% of 65 and then go with the answer. And then add with 65 also. So 110 into 65 will be 71.5. It will be 71.5. Okay. So minus if you want the savings, savings equal to income minus expenditure. Savings is equal to, so I have written here income. So savings. So savings is equal to income minus expenditure. So we have 120 minus 71.5. So 120 minus 71.5, you will get it as 48.5. So 48.5 is the saving. You got, there are two cases, case 1 and case 2. Now what we want to find out, the percentage increase in his saving. Percentage increase. So percentage increase, the formula. Every time I will be telling this formula to you. That is the change or the amount of change. Amount of change. Okay. By the base amount or the initial. Amount of change by the base amount or initial. That means from where it decreased or increased into 100. So amount of change here, it will be like 13.5. By the base amount will be 35 into 100. When you do this, you will get the answer as 38.5%. 38.5% as the answer. Is it okay, guys, with you? 38.5% will be the answer. How many of you have answered? Yeah. Arpita have given me the answer, 38.5. Very good. And also coming now, it is coming. Yeah, change by initial into 100. Sangini is telling very good. Super, the formulas. You two babies are telling the formulas and all. Superb. So can you check the answer? It is 38.5%. So you got the concept, I think. Fine, well and good. Can I move on? Yes. Number series question. You can expect a number series question 2 in the paper 1 part. So 5 questions there will be from the mathematics part. So I used to tell to my students at Vallath that keep a touch with maths and data interpretation every day. That is what with paper 1. That is a justification that you can do with the paper 1. All other topics like research, teaching, higher education, people development, you take one topic, revise and finish it. Okay, like we will do with the revisions, marathon revisions and all. What we come, like you will get the idea. But maths, you should have it everyday touch. Every day do some problems. Then you'll gain confidence. Okay. So here the numbers, it's like 1, 3, 5, 11, 21, 43, 85, 171, and there is a dash. So when the number series is there, the first time what you check is you check for the difference. Okay, +2, again +2. So like it's not getting a pattern here. Okay, we are not getting a pattern with this. So what we will do, we will go with another methods, like if it is like taking the double or the squares pattern or something like that. So when we relate with this, it's actually 1 into 2 plus 1, right? Here it is, what is 3 into 2, 6. So 3 into 2 minus 1. So what is 5 into 2 plus 1? So the pattern is like that. So into 2 minus 1, like it is into 2 minus 1. Okay, it is into 2 minus 1 now. Now it is into 2 plus 1. So again, it is into 2 minus 1. It is into 2 plus 1. So obviously the next one will be into 2 minus 1. Okay. So what is 171 into 2? 171 into 2. It is 350. Is it 342? Yes. Minus 1 will be 341. 171, it is 342. Minus 1 will be 341. Option 3 will be the answer. 342 is also there in the option. So don't jump and go with the answer. Go with 342. So it will take away your 2 marks. So 341 is the option. So you got the pattern. It is into 2. That means previously the previous numbers double and then plus 1 or minus 1. Like that is the pattern. Very good. And you can associate with other patterns also. Like one or more patterns can be associated with a series. Every time when I do series, I used to tell like you can find other patterns for the series too, but it should go with every term in the series. It should go with every term in the series. That is very mandatory. Clear? So that is the option here with the question. Can I move on to the next question now? By which of the following proposition the proposition some men are not honest is contradicted? That means you should identify the pair of contradictory. From logical reasoning, you can expect a question from square of opposition. That's very like what you have, like short part that you have. Clear. The proposition some men are not honest. Which is that type? Which is this type? Some men are not honest. This type of proposition that we have. We have basically 4 types of categorical proposition: A, E, I, and O. I'm just drawing the square of opposition here. So which is this type? Some men are not honest. Which is this type? This is O type actually. This is O type actually. Okay. This is actually O type. So this goes with the O type. So some men are not honest is O type. Now we should know the relationship in the square of opposition. A and is having a contrary relationship. Contrary. Okay. I and O is having a sub-contrary relationship. Sub-contrary. Okay. Words are very important. A and O is having a contradictory relationship. Contradictory. So we got contradictory. Okay. So O is having a contradictory relationship with A. So we have an O-type statement or O-type proposition stated here. Obviously, the contradictory will be A-type. A-type, the basic form, you know, all S R P. So which is that type of statement or proposition here is all men are honest. So that will be the answer here. All men are honest will be the contradictory to some men are not honest. Clear. So the square of opposition is very important. Revise the square of opposition. It's very important. A, E, I, O. Okay. So the answer is all men are honest here. Can I move on to the next question, guys? Yes, super. You want to match the list 1 with list 2. It's actually like maybe with the ICT part that you can have here. Some digital initiatives are asked, okay, of the government. So Umang, DigiLocker, MyGov, and My Government, that is My Government, and Pahal. So it's very like you can relate it with the current scenarios or current affairs part 2, because you want to know about the digital initiatives by the government. So Umang, what is this Umang used for? DigiLocker. It's very easy that you all know about DigiLocker. So you can easily get the option with DigiLocker. So go with that. That is how you do match the following. Okay. How you do match the following? Select the option. Select the option that like from the list 1, you go with the option that you know most. You're aware of most. Okay. So you're very sure of. DigiLocker is online repository for documents. Obviously, it is correct. B2. So there are 2 options with B2. So then go with the next one that you are sure of. So some options are coming like 2, 1, again 1, so 1, some 3. Yes, we'll go with the answer. It is 1. Umang is for the government services on a single platform. Pahal, if you have like have an association with the like your kitchen at your home, obviously LPG cylinder booking will be on your hands. Okay, Pahal, it is used for LPG cylinder booking. So D1. And obviously DigiLocker online repository and My Government is a citizen participation in governance. Okay. The International Solar Alliance, the People Development Environment question. International Solar Alliance is the alliance of countries, most of which lie in the northern hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere, between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, between the Arctic Circle and the Tropic of Cancer. Yes, International Solar Alliance is a syllabus in the People Development and Environment. In the People Development and Environment, you can expect some out of the box questions too, but like these are all syllabus questions, and you should study about ISA, International Solar Alliance. Yes, so many right answers are coming from the YouTube chats, YouTube lives. Very good, guys. You know better about ISA, and I think the syllabus is very well covered. Between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, I think the syllabus is very well covered. That uh, let the NTA not go out of the syllabus in this session or in this exam. Fine. Yes, yes, Anjan, that's correct. Between the France and India, that's correct. Extra knowledge. Arrange the following environmental conferences in chronological order. That means you should know the year. Okay, you should know the year. I've told you many times that the summits or the environmental conferences are very, 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 very important. COP26 Glasgow is very recently. Very recently. So obviously that will be the last one. So that's a clue for you. So A and B options are the last, like with 4 as the last options. Earth Summit, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, COP26 Glasgow. Yes, Sangini, we have Sedu teaching you in people development and environment for the online and Trivandrum batch, I think. Yes, good. Earth Summit, Kyoto Protocol, Paris Agreement, COP26 Glasgow, which is the option? C. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. When do you think it's Earth Summit? It's a Rio Summit. Rio Summit is on 1992. Kyoto on 1997. Paris on 2015. COP26 on recently, 2021. Right. It's very recently that you have 2021. 92, 97, 2015, and 2021. Clear. So that summit is also called Rio Summit. It is in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. Kyoto. It's in Kyoto. Paris was in Paris. Glasgow. That is in 2021. So A, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's already in the chronological order. So these type of options also can come. They are already in the chronological order. You should not change. Okay. So if you know the year, this is obviously the answer. The last question, I think it is arrange the following in chronological order. Again, this is a question from higher education that you should arrange these things in these commissions or committees in chronological order. Yes, which comes first? Sergeant plan, obviously, Sergeant plan. What do you think? Will be the first or last? If I say that, you will get the answer. So that's what I am not telling. That Sergeant plan. Think of Sergeant plan. Or like Stanley's dispatch. It's also known as Wood's dispatch. Hunter Commission, Hutto Committee, a Royal Rescript on the Education. Royal Rescript that was it was during the what we have for the Charter Act and all, the initial Charter Act before the Wood's dispatch. So yeah, Sergeant plan is on 1944. Obviously, all these commissions comes before Sergeant plan. Okay, 1944. That is the last one that that was a last pre-independent committee or commission, education commission that we have. Sergeant plan. Clear. So A will be the last option. So the option with the A as the last option is 3. We'll go with 3 as the answer because Royal Rescript on Education is the first one. Then coming the Stanley's Dispatch, Wood's Dispatch. As you know, Wood's Dispatch is on 1854. Then coming to the this one. Let me take the 1854. Then coming to the Hunter Commission, it's on 1882. Then coming to the Hutto Committee on 1929, and coming to the Sergeant Plan on 1944. That is it. Okay. Royal Rescript on Education is on 1817. I told you the regarding with the Charter Act. It's a report submitted by the British on Indian education. That is on 1817. And coming next one is Wood's Dispatch on 1854. Okay. Hunter Commission on 1882. Hutto Committee on 1929. And Sergeant Plan on 1944. Yeah. That's it. Guys, thank you so much. Did you get something from this revision sessions? I am thinking that you're getting something from this. Yes, learn very well. Our YouTube live revisions will be useful. I think it will be useful to you. We'll be coming with the marathon revision sessions. Marathon revisions we have planned towards the end, like maybe after the 2021, like that date. We'll announce the date soon. So be ready with the like your learning things and all, like your revisions and all. We'll revise. We'll have a very big marathon revisions with Vallath. So paper one also will be there, at least for like 1 or 2 days. It also will be there. There it will be a continuous 3 or 4 hours like last time. Okay. So learn very hard just because we are having 14 or 15 days, 2 weeks left.